And I think my father and I, because we were both Aries and we were both so strongly dominant, that the idea of me having him face his fear of masculinity face to face was very aggravating. My brother, who probably had as much distaste for my dad as I did, he just chose the opposite route. He chose to say nothing for years. Okay. So my father, in his homophobia, could literally pretend my brother's gayness away. Although my brother was much more outwardly effeminate than I was.
Okay.
My father could just toss it off like, oh, he's just, he's well educated, he's well read, he doesn't do a lot of sports, but neither did my father. So my father could justify all my brother's actions because my brother never openly said to my father, oh, by the way, I'm gay.
Wow, really?
So my father in his mind is like, as long as you don't tell me, that don't tell. It's like, look, I got a flaming queen right here, and then I got Dale who's telling me he's gay.
Right.
But it forced my father to have to deal with the fact that, I'm going to bring a lover. Right. I have a boyfriend. I'm going to do this. Wow. Whereas my brother never brought anybody home.
Yeah.
He had long-term relationships, but they never intersected in my father's life. He just made it all disappear.
Wow. And we do that so often. If there's something we can't deal with, just ignoring it doesn't make it go away. I'm just saying.
Right. It don't. Mine was, I was about making people accept me. And because I was so, and I don't know any other word to say other than arrogant, but I was just determined that you were going to accept this.
Okay.
And there's going to be some fallout, but at the end of the day, there's not going to be any lies. And so you're just going to get it.
You were just born with this activism in you.
Yeah.
From the beginning, which you needed, because so many things that you accomplished in your future, you needed that kind of posture.
And I go back to King because, and I think I even talk about it in the book, that when I traveled across country to come to Los Angeles, I actually got a chance to go to the King Memorial and stand on the site where he was shot. And it's just like, it was like having somebody I'm crying as if it had happened in that moment. But as a child, I remember the day that King got shot. And I remember singing We Shall Overcome. I remember marching in junior high school. So for me, activism was, I saw when Black Panthers put, Soul Brother on the window so that their businesses couldn't.
Right.
So for me, I was always an activist. I always stood up for things that I believed were injustice, whether it was gay, lesbian, whatever. I stood up for things that were wrong.
The world is a better place because of it, because of you.
I think so.
And people like you, for sure. It was amazing that somehow, through all of the trials that you went through in your book, and we'll have to share more of them in just a moment. I mean, you had some heavy stuff going on in your life.
When I talk to young LGBT kids today, I think it's lightweight compared to what the kids are going through today in terms of HIV and homelessness and domestic abuse. And, my life touched on a lot of those things.
Yes,
but
it
I
did.
didn't, I never had to prostitute for a living. I've never had to sleep on a sidewalk. I've lived in roach-infested apartments, and, my dad put me out before I graduated from high school, and those things which I thought were horrible at the time. But when I hear some of the stories the kids tell me today, I'm just like, wow, I had it light. Wow.
It just sounds like the compassion inside of you that draws you to them. They need a man like you, and I'm so glad you exist. We have to take a break. Again, Satin Lounge, the name of his book is Dream Boy, My Life as a QVC host and Other Greatest Hits. It's an incredibly candid read. You gotta get it. I'm gonna come back, and when we do, can we talk about your tireless activism, since we're on this subject, and your award-winning theater and film work, and there's so much to cover. I hope we can get all of it in here.
2 hours? I thought this was a 6-hour show. Okay.
And did you know, Satin Lounge, he's even a spoken word artist. Can I play one of your tracks?
Oh, please.
I want to play, what is it called? I want to play this one. I See Gay People.
Yeah.
You got it, Jay.
See gay people. Luscious lesbians.
That's right. That's right. I'm like, hey, all right.
Embrace it.
I am, okay? More with the multi-talented Dale Gay Madison. The gay guy. Dale Guy Madison in the Satin Lounge with KiaRene. Breathe in it.
I see gay people, luscious lesbians, hunky homosexuals, delicious drag queens, tantalizing transsexuals, celebrating culturally, discussing differences, dispelling down lows, educating everyone. I see same-sex couples holding hands and walking down the aisle. I see gay families raising kids and playing in the parks. I see them working in a world where they are judged by what's in their head instead of whether they give good head. I see gay fairy tales being read in elementary school. I see gay history being taught in junior high school. I see gay teens going on their first prom date and bringing their partners home to meet the parents. I see fats, femmes, and over 40 getting as much freaky sex as thin, masculine, and under 40. I see safe sex as wearing knee pads to prevent rug burns instead of wearing condoms to prevent HIV. I see gay cartoons, gay talk shows, gay commercials, gay game shows, gay soap operas, gay news, and gay shows on every channel. I see he's. I see she's. I see he, she's. I see me. Then the phone rings, and I wake up from the dream.